Welcome back to a new casted game. Here on the west side we have Wintersnow playing as the Rus, and on the east side we have Dragonna playing as the French. This is one of the Women's League tournament matches. This tournament is done now, but we're not done with these matches yet because there are so many good matches in this tournament and we want to show you more of it. My name is Trui and we're casting today with Nim.
Hello. I'm gonna move this mic a little bit. Sorry, I need to sit close to the screen.
You're getting
I'm
black.
an old man, and I need to see what's going on
It's
here.
almost midnight for us when we're recording this, so you know.
It is almost midnight. Yeah. So the women's tournament just ended. If you would love to see like what happened, it was being streamed on the Steel Series channel with Whamen Cutie and 10 for Tim casting.
Yeah. So
and it lasted a good 7+ hours, I think.
7.5 hours. So if you want to see those,
if you want to see some of it back, like it's available on the Steel Series channel. Thanks, Whamen, and I'm sorry, like I don't know like everyone's names yet, but all the mods obviously involved and the people that helped organize it and everything. Because this was a wonderful tournament. This was like a lot of fun, and it's over, but it's not over. We have more matches to cast.
Yeah, we want to go with these matches a little bit longer. Of course, if you watched the stream with the finals and the semifinals, you will know who is gonna win. But obviously, you don't know it per match, right? They could still lose a match, even if they win the tournament. So you still have that little bit of spice going on. Yeah, we're following the Rus player. Obviously, they're gonna try and kill some deer because they're gonna get bounty from that.
Yeah.
And also this wolf, for example, they're gonna get bounty for it. And the more bounty they have, the more gather rate they will have. So they definitely love to do that, besides from scouting and getting those sheep.
And as a common opening, then the French player also opened up with a second scout. Just to thwart the Rus player, right? Like they try and
play it, right?
And this is the Rus player. I don't think the French player has caught any deer packs out yet.
No, she's on her way right now.
All right, like she went past here, but this went over to the Rus. This went over to the Rus. I think we just saw that happen. Right?
Yes,
and
she's doing it now.
Okay. No, she's getting this one.
She's killing some of them.
And we're about to age up for the French here. We are already aging up for the Rus. Let's take a look at where they're placing that Kremlin. And it's coming down on the wood line and on the gold here. Perfect little spot. This will secure you.
Because the gold is pretty far away.
It is pretty far away, but this nestles it in pretty closely here and secures that wood line. We are in dry Arabia for the record. It doesn't look very dry. It doesn't look very Arabic.
I think the dry is maybe because there's no sheep. Dry of sheep Arabia.
I mean, we've got sheep on the map. But it's a perfect little spot here. It will really secure anything that the Rus will try to do, right? Like they will have food underneath the town center there. They've got plenty of sheep. There's got plenty of wood, and they've got plenty of gold back here. For the French, it's obviously going to be the School of Cavalry,
which makes knights.
Did they put in more villages for a second there? Because like they started it later, I'm pretty sure. Was the Kremlin actually being built by one villager first? Was that what was going on? Because like somehow the French player caught up with them in terms of timing. We're just going to be a little bit before the
10 here.
And we have not macroed, is it? No, we have not macroed to immediately bring a scout out here. Let's take a look over at Dragonna. No, we're short quite a bit of food, but instead we're going to open up with chivalry, which I believe has been nerfed at some point, right? Like, I feel like
you're going back to the old days.
Yeah,
again.
I do this. I think chivalry used to be better, and it's kind of the reason why, personally, I'm not too big on French. right now. And I really liked playing French at for quite a time.
So naturally you're playing Jean now.
I play Sean instead. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
We see the double brawl axe coming up for Wintersnow, trying to go heavy on that wood.
You say heavy, but this is looking
I mean,
to
7
me.
villagers.
Yeah, but this is looking to me like, you know, we're gonna age up. We're gonna make sure that we have something going on here, right? We're gonna get some buildings in and everything. But on gold, probably
aging
looking to get
times.
knights of our own, really. So that's our first knight in queue already. Whereas Dragonna is gonna open up with a horseman instead, not the French knights that you typically.
Oh,
okay,
no,
I think
there
it was
is-
just a misclick then, perhaps. Perhaps just a misclick. Maybe we didn't have the food ready for it yet, because like it didn't make a lot of sense. Like you open up with researching chivalry and then go into a horseman, because chivalry really only applies to the knights. I do believe they get the passive healing
yeah.
when they're out of combat.
And we do see the Rus player is gonna go scout to see when that knight is gonna come. So if we go to the Rus player's view, they're gonna try and see, is that knight coming my way already? No, if they're making knights at all, because maybe you're countering the knights that aren't even coming. But now it's being spotted.
It's being whistled out. She
Wintersnow
will have
is
probably noticed.
Yeah,
Her
Wintersnow
other
knows
scout is on
they're
that
coming.
gold here, by the way, which luckily for the French is in the back. I say luckily, but at the same time, it is a little bit exposed, right? Like, you love to see a wall come up here, but like, this is still a large open field here. It's a little bit like probably, I don't know, like maybe put an outpost on it.
And there are also 2 knights out for Wintersnow.
Yeah, they're already out on the field. What are we macroing towards? This is definitely just, you know, making some more French knights. Only 2 on wood, really, like, you know, just for mills and houses and whatnot. Probably gonna get some more on gold if we want to grab some upgrades.
Yeah, we see that the knight is gonna start looking for a target right here.
Yeah,
Probably
it is
gonna
that.
go for the oh, there is already one. Oh,
Yeah,
no, we missed it.
I wanted to look at it, but you were moving the camera.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the other knight.
Yeah. There's 2 knights already out. Like we said, like we saw the scout out on the gold here. This is why we wanted an outpost on this because it's a tad exposed. It's a
Yeah.
tad exposed. Whereas reversely, Dragonna is completely unable to rate this.
Yeah, just
Look at
because of the
this.
Kremlin.
Not just the Kremlin. There's spearmen
Yeah.
here. Yeah, she's gonna use her own knights, of course, to.
Yeah, because they can also heal, right? So
Yeah, I would love to take that fight, honestly. And you know, if we have the blacksmith, I think we get that free upgrade. But we're
No
we're gonna get a barracks instead. I'm not sure if we need it. I don't think that we need it because like
maybe for some spearmen on the gold, that might be the plan.
well, you say that, and I understand that, but our own knights are more than capable enough of.
True. They're better
the-
knights.
They're better. We have the better knights.
And if we like come out of a fight with 1 HP, we can heal the knight.
Yeah, I don't think we need the barracks. Instead, like if you grab an archer range, not great versus the enemy knight, of course, but it is going to be great against the inevitable problem that arises when your knights are being surrounded by their spearmen.
Everybody go back.
Yeah, and it's like Dragona's being pushed off the gold here, right? She cannot grab gold like this.
She went for hardened spearmen though, so I think that's what she wants to
I
do.
suppose if we cannot have gold, then we do need spearmen. If we are pushed off of the gold and we have no other avenue left, yeah, then this is our only option. We need to stop rallying out to gold as well because we're just gonna lose them,
Yeah.
right? Stop rallying out to gold. It's danger zone right now. Just rally them out to wood, and then whenever these villagers have been in here for some time.
Yeah. On the other side of the map, Wintersnow built quite a big wall to protect her, southeast side.
And it's a lot easier for Wintersnow right now to wall this in, right? But again, like we saw early on already that this gold was gonna get attacked.
Yeah.
That this gold is too exposed. And
And for Wintersnow, it's actually pretty easy to wall now, because he can just wall this part and, like, this part. So he basically has another gold in here.
yeah, I
He's
think.
pretty safe.
Can we look at the wood line? We missed it again.
I'm sorry. I'll just stop touching the mouse.
No, it's okay. I just want to see the villagers go down, because that's already 5 villager kills for our Rus player. Very well done, actually. And you're kind of wondering, did this start at the start of the round already? Because I didn't see that Royal Knight come out right away, which is like we could have macroed for that. Right? We can have openings that as soon as we age up, we have that Royal Knight coming out, and I feel like it's the one advantage that we have over the Rus, right? Because they've got early knights too, right? And they're a very strong unit, but we start out with the School of Cavalry. We can have more knights earlier on, and we can get chivalry in later. Like, I don't feel like getting that straight away is such a priority, right? Because like they're not heard right away. It's not doing anything. So I'd rather just macro to get that early knight out quicker than that we had, and then we could have secured our gold a little bit better, even if we're not using them for harassment, which is already going to be difficult with the Kremlin here.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough like knights, you're gonna lose the fight, but they're not gonna like get away with 1 HP. Then you can heal them. They're probably just gonna die. So then the healing is not gonna help anyway.
A lot of idle villagers here. We're just gonna move them over to.
No.
Okay. They tried to make the. We're missing all the villager kills. Sorry guys, it's been late. It's been a long day. We're tired. We're just apparently not very alert. That's a villager kill for Dragonna. Oh, what are we even doing here? We cannot send this knight in here. We're just gonna lose this knight. And we've only got 3 other knights except for this one. I hope we've shift queued this to be okay to do more than just move over there, but I guess not.
No.
I guess not.
He's just gonna die. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a whole army standing in the stealth forest.
I wanted to take note of the fact that despite only getting 5 villager kills in, the difference in villager count is already massive. We've
The
apparently
French do have quicker villager production.
they
though.
have like slightly quicker villager production. Oh, okay, we have saved his knight for now. I do like that. Like trying to keep it alive, right? But we've just stopped making villagers at some point, I suppose. Farms don't want them at the front.
Yeah, but like I think he might be scared of the back because that back gold has been attacked a lot.
Yeah, it's like we just need to put an outpost on it.
And we see the high trade house coming up for the Rus. Kind of far from the main town center.
It's okay. It's just there to collect that passive gold. I do love that new UI feature where it just shows you this is going to be your passive income.
Definitely. They're all going after that one knight, revealing that the whole army is standing in the stealth forest. So now Dragonna knows about this army standing in the stealth forest. My comfort.
Yeah, I don't like this right now.
There's quite a lot of production coming out from the French player.
Yeah, but like we're not on deer. We're making farms already. Like this is too early for farms for French, right? You don't ever want this to happen. We've got a lot of gold stacked up and no food, right? Whereas our opponent just went castle, right? Like what are we still doing with all these villagers over here? We're completely mismacroing. Like the only way to really fix this right now is put down a market, cut your losses, and just buy in a ton of food and go castle yourself because you're in big trouble right now. Yeah. Right. So for the Rus player, okay, there we go. We've got the knight upgrade coming through. We gonna see Boyer's Fortitude, maybe? Is that in here? That's here, in here, yeah.
Yeah,
Boyar's
the
Fortitude.
Rus player does have quite some map control and also walled off quite a big chunk with 2 golds, a big gold and a small gold in it. And the gold on the west side is kind of like safe for her to wall off. So I feel like Wintersnow has claimed quite a bit of the map already, where the French player is usually the one that taking control of that, you know, of the map. And I feel like the French player is being kept in their base quite a bit.
Yeah, we did say already, like, you know, while this back bit up here, at least like it stops them like movement in some way. Our units are not on the gold. They're standing like away from the gold.
Yeah,
we have a lot of villages here on gold,
it's
completely
gold trade.
exposed, and they didn't need to be here in the first place. I feel like Dragonna is losing the plot of this. Right, we're
11
sending them back out to
villagers.
gold. We don't need. We can have no
yeah.
villagers on gold for
5
the next
minutes.
like 4-5 minutes and be completely fine. We need food. We need wood. We need to go somewhere we can start making more farms if we are really stuck underneath our town center. Maybe make a second town center because we're really behind on villager count and we've stopped. Okay, there we go. We stopped making villages again. Are we rallying out to food? Okay, that's better. But we need to stop this.
And we see some upgrades coming up for the Rus player. We have Hardened Spearman and +1 melee defense coming in. High trade house spawning those deer.
This is the second time we've sent a villager out here,
The
and
deer patch without any meal.
without any military support, without our scout here, and we can make scouts. Like
I didn't mean
we can make scouts.
I didn't mean military support when I said meal. I meant
I
like
know.
one of those certain things. Like after you said it, like I was like, oh, it sounded like I was like doing some slang. Without a mill, you know, without the military, without a mill.
Yeah. So one of the most important upgrades that you can grab when you're up against like a knight civ is wheelbarrow.
Because then your villagers will walk.
Your villagers will be able to escape problems quicker. They're not, you know, they won't grab horses. They'll grab wheelbarrows, but they'll be out of there a lot quicker than they would otherwise. We are stacking up so much gold. I feel so bad about this because like it's just she hasn't caught on, right? She's clearly not caught on.
Wanted to have a lot of people on gold just because he was.
Because she wants to make knights probably, but like what are we doing with all this gold, right? We're not spending it on upgrades. I love that we're getting wheelbarrow now though, but we're not spending it on upgrades. We're not spending it on horticulture.
She just got melee defense. She did spend it on that.
We don't have double broad axe, right? We don't have specialized pick. We've like, as soon as you realize, oh God, I've got a lot of gold, then your first reaction should be like, okay, let me just get upgrades with it then so that I've not got that all that gold for nothing. And your second should be, I'll make a market. I will get some upgrades in. I will like trade in efficiently for some food or whatever it is I need.
Wintersnow doing some beautiful splitting of her army. One part of the army, all the spearmen, are going for this gold, trying to idle all these villagers. On the other hand, the other part was like walking around trying to look for some villagers on the other side. They didn't find anything, but I like the split push try. In the meanwhile, she has, is that biology?
It's Boyar's Fortitude.
Oh, that's it.
Biology is
Boyar's Fortitude.
an Imperial Age tech.
The one with the horses. The horses stack. And what does Boyar's Fortitude do?
Well, it adds health as well, just like biology does, but it's a specialized one for the Rus, and it's not quite as significant as biology is, but it still helps a lot. And it's on all your cavalry, so it includes your horsemen. Yeah, no, Dragonna is camping the relics though.
Yeah, it makes it harder for the Rus player to pick up the relics, although she doesn't seem to have made any attempts.
She is making a warrior monk right now.
Okay, never mind. I will take that back. She is gonna try and pick up the relics.
Yeah, and there's one over here as well, so I do like that from Dragonna. Okay, did we... No.
Stop making villagers.
We stopped making villagers again. And these are just gonna go back to gold. And I hate this so much. Not because not because like, you know, like I just hate to see it, right? Like it just feels so bad. It's so clearly a problem for Dragona's game plan right now, that she keeps returning to gold, and this gold is almost empty. And like, why?
Yes, she doesn't need. She need more food.
We just need more food, but we are going heavy on food right now. Just make this lumber camp. Remove this lumber camp, I guess. We're making it safely around the town center. Sometimes I see players on lower levels like just make farms wherever, and I'm always a little bit confused as to why you would do that, because the whole point of the farms is, of course, that you can place them anywhere you like.
Yeah, so
right?
you can keep them safe.
Like you hate sending out villagers here because they're gonna die, and you hate sending out villagers over to this side because they're gonna die, right? They're far from you. So always just make them close to where you can defend them.
And here we see that it's a good thing that Dragonna has put a knight here on the relic. Yeah, let's take a look at Wintersnow space.
The warrior monks are coming in though, and Wintersnow is making crossbowmen, men-at-arms, and she brought in a trebuchet.
How much production has Wintersnow made?
Let's take a look.
Two archery ranges, a siege workshop, a barracks, and 2 stables. And if you compare that to Dragonna, what is the? She has only 3 barracks and the school of cavalry, so she does have quite a little bit less production.
Yeah, we do need to bring out some spearmen around this trebuchet though. This is an expensive unit to lose, but Dragonna is gonna get that destroyed. It's a very expensive unit to have only destroyed a farm with.
Yeah, I mean, she really just hated that farm. Sometimes you gotta commit to that one farm.
We've moved more villagers out to gold and like exposing them over here, right? And the question is just, what's with the gold? What's with the gold? Why? We have 2,000 gold, right? We have enough to age up. We have enough to make knights for quite some while, which we're okay. Yeah, we're putting some knights in queue now. We have enough to grab techs, but we're not doing anything with it.
Yeah, and I think that is definitely gonna cost Dragonna her head. Yeah,
it's definitely this comes down to a miss macro and a misreading of just how sensitive that gold was up here.
Yeah, like a tower earlier would have been a great idea. Splitting on different resources.
Yeah, getting an early knight in, making sure that then you have the greater knight numbers, right? Because you can fight and pull back your knights, keep them alive, heal them up, and keep fighting, and then go in for the push. That really should have been the plan, I think.
If you guys want to see more matches, we do have some more matches here in this playlist and this YouTube video, and make sure to subscribe to not miss any of our casted games, because there's so many more to come and you don't want to miss them.